Well, let me tell you about. So we go Sunday to go to the track. I never saw so many federal vehicles in my life. I was told that everybody from the FBI, ATF, Secret Service, DEA, you name it, was down there trying to figure out what the hell was going on.
I'm sure
they were all. I never saw so many black Tahoes in my life. I'm kidding you. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Full of people. And
he
we
said
saw
black Tahoes, folks. That's what he said. He meant the car.
Black Tahoe cars. Yep, black Chevrolet Tahoes.
I know that 315 slur.
Tinted out windows, black wheels.
Yeah,
president's arriving.
But I mean, it's the expense. That's what I'm saying. Just that expense alone, and you don't know what happened. And man, somebody just gave the blueprint on how to screw. Because I'm already convinced. I am convinced, and this is going to make me sound nuts, that China is beating us from the inside out. And I say that because if you look at the fentanyl that the cartels are getting, it's being traced back to China, and they're putting it in cocaine, and people are dying. They're putting it in other drugs now, and people are dying. And it's coming. If you look at the TikTok, and at some point I have to bring this up and play the 60 Minutes clip, they have a completely different TikTok in China.
They do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You
can only be on it for 30 minutes a day, and it's all state propaganda and science experiments.
And
the rest of the world,
social media
it's
stuff.
the heroin version of it. And I'm telling you, man, they're going to beat us from the inside out. And they did a study where they asked young people in China, what do you want to be when you grow up? Doctors, scientists. And they ask here, and the number one answer, social media influencer.
YouTuber.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just start to wonder, and then I go, man, it's a weird time because now war is different and cyber attacks, right? Just think, I mean, even the computers, you shut that shit down and whew.
I felt bad. How about all those people, like in the Texas Roadhouse, all the people were eating? They didn't have to pay their bill. They got to eat for free. They had emergency lights come on, so the people in there got to finish their meals, and when they left, they didn't have to pay.
Hot damn!
So how much, think about all the money.
We're on our way. Yeah, goddamn, we won the lottery. That's what it's like. It's awesome.
Think about how much money the money they're losing down there in that economy is millions.
Yeah,
millions.
Well, I'm glad you made it back safely, and I'm glad nothing happened in terms of an accident or anything, and I'm glad you didn't go loot the Walmart. It's not the Walmart that I worry about being looted. It's the mom and pop store.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. I hate seeing that. Walmart, I think they'll recover.
But they said they were hitting gas stations, too, I guess, down there.
I'm sure.
So,
yeah.
It was pretty crazy, not having electricity for a couple of nights at the hotel, It was kind of funny, so... it was just, it was funny at first, then it wasn't funny.
Yeah, of course.
It didn't get funny real fast.
Yeah, that's a novelty that wears off quick. Now, Racin Randy, I don't know if many people know this or not about him. He is a guy's guy. Randy was an amazing athlete as a young man. He is very knowledgeable about cars. Loves racing, especially NASCAR, but also is the operator of a drag strip. Down in,
I'm one of the operators. Just one of them.
Okay.
There's
very
a
humble man as well.
You're a partner.
Yes, not just me. There's a bunch of people. We're all volunteers help run this racetrack.
But not only that, he is a Hallmark movie aficionado.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Christmas?
No, I'm not
Christmas
kidding you. I watch. Yep, me and Tracy watch them all the time.
All the time.
So,
he knows the actors and actresses. He breaks them down. So when you came home, did you relax with a nice Hallmark movie, buddy?
But I didn't get home until midnight last night. So I didn't do anything. It was a 16-hour trip to get home.
Yeah.
So, it should have been 12, 13 and a half tops, and it was 16 hours. Yeah. There was two huge accidents.
That sounds like my drive to South Carolina.
That we had to get operated on. And let me tell you something. I know where the Pentagon is now, and I don't ever want to go down there again.
Oh, you didn't know before that, but hey. It's
not fun.
It's pretty cool to drive past it, though.
Yeah. Randy, I appreciate your time, and I know you want to go to bed early, and I'm glad you made it safely back from Moore County, North Carolina, where you experienced something I hope I never do.
Yeah, so I can say I've lived through a blackout, and a really good long blackout now, and I felt bad. And tell you, the people down there in North Carolina were awesome. Everybody we talked to, at the racetrack, at the hotel, the hotel people they were awesome. They really were. Everybody we talked to was really cool. we got there Thursday night. We didn't know where to go. I told the lady we wanted to watch a football game. She said, "Oh, just go out here, go down 3 lights." And there was a place called Kickback Jacks. And they had like 25, 30 TVs. I got to watch the Bills, the Patriots. My buddy's a Patriots fan, so they got beat, which made me happy. He wasn't happy. So, so it's just, and I don't drink because, I have diabetes, so I don't drink. I don't drink at all. He doesn't drink because he's on medicine. So,
wow, you guys sound like a rip-roaring time, the two of you there. That's awesome.
Hey, so, but I said drag racing was for the weekend, and we had an awesome time and watched a lot of races. And the biggest deal was they got down to what they call small tire.
Yeah.
They had started out with 126 cars. They got down to 16. And the third pair out, the left guy in the left lane wins the race, blows his motor, and spreads oil all over the track.
Oh man!
And racing was done. So racing was done, and that was at like 7:30. So racing was all done. So they had to take the $30-something thousand pot and split it between the 16 guys. So they all got part of money.
Oh,
to come
that's
home,
cool. Yeah, that's good.
So we had a lot. It was the first time I ever been to a no prep race like that, and it was awesome. And just to let you know,
yes, sir,
we're going to be having a TV show. It looks like we're going to get one.
All right. Well, we'll have to talk about that at another time. I can't wait.
Right,
I can't wait to hear about that. Love to have you on in person.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Good talking with you,
Randy.
Randy.
All right.
Nice talking to you. See you later, guys.
See you later. There goes Racin Randy.
To be fair, I've seen you black out at least twice a month.
Oh my God.
I have, what's so bad is like during COVID, people that own bars, so they have inventory. Now, much like the blackout, food's not going to last, booze will last, but food's not going to last. So they would open up for certain people, and it was like a tree fort in there.
Oh my God.
It was like a bunch of kids just running around.
I know. I was kind of embarrassed during COVID, to be honest with you.
Why?
Because you put the recycle bin out, and they're like, Jesus, how much can this lady drink? Bottles of wine.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Look,
and I said that.
I think that if you're looking to invest in a business, make it a liquor store because it's recession proof, right? No matter what's going on.
They're drinking.
You're drinking.
Yeah.
You always got money for that. We'll take a break. We'll get to know some of the people on the podcast. That was one of the things that people asked.
Okay.
Can we know a little bit more about some of the people? So we'll ask some questions, and we'll do that next. But first, I want to tell you about Mac of all trades. With the holidays coming up, you're probably going to have people over, like that judgy in-law, the one who's always nitpicking little things in your house. Oh, I see the bathroom faucet still leaks, or I thought you were going to paint that room, or maybe you have an even bigger project you've been talking about doing. But come on, you kind of know you're not that good to do the project. That's why you always talk about it and never do it. You need to call Mac of all trades, 585-202-9218. It's 585-202-9218. Mac provides top-notch handyman service. They'll fix that leaky faucet, paint the room, and most importantly, they're going to quiet the in-law. Mac also does electrical, carpentry, full bathrooms, kitchens. The name says it all. Mac of all trades, 585-202-9281, and macofalltrades.net.
Leave Bill voicemail anytime at 585-206-8866.
Billy, Glentricity. Billified. Way to rage against the machine. Talk to you soon, buddy.
And be sure to like and subscribe to Billified wherever you get your podcast.
Rage Against the Machine. I don't know that we're raging against the machine. We're just having fun. So we were talking to Randy, and then my phone rings again, and it's my oldest son, who is 22 years old, just got back from Ireland. His name is Jackson. Jackson, how are you?
I am spectacular.
So Jackson says to me, and I've been getting pictures. So I have 3 sons. Jackson, who's 22, Jordan, who is 20, and then Jameson, who's 12. Jackson and Jameson live with their mom down south, and Jameson has been going through a culinary phase, as Jackson has just referred to it. So I would get pictures of like this from both him and his mother of this great grilled chicken. Now, I went down there, and their mom was cool enough that she'll go out of town, and I'll stay right at the house.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying that before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Angie, you're divorced, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you seem to have a pretty good working relationship with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copacetic.
So she was always very cool like that. So I would go there. Well, Jameson decided he was going to make pasta one night. He had that kitchen. I mean,
a hot mess.
Holy shit.
Did a bomb go off?
Everywhere. And I'm going,
how does it happen?
No, at one point I'm saying I was okay, and then I'm like, you got to clean this up. But I mean, it's a white kitchen, white cabinets, white marble counters, a floor, so the sauce is down the count. I mean, I'm like trying to.
You saw my kitchen when you came over to visit Kevin and I.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yes, it's
Same exact thing. White marble
it's
counters, white.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the
white
worst.
backsplash. You
and
got
so
it.
all the red sauces, and I'm losing my mind, and I wound up yelling at him and then apologizing for yelling at him. So Jackson just called because he wanted to think, did I think this was funny or not? Correct, Jackson? That was the purpose.
Yeah, me and Mom had a. Yeah.
You had a bet.
Yeah, we had a $5 bet.
Okay.
So I'm out $5.
Well, hang on. What was because why? What did you find funny?
Well, I found it funny that he managed to get into the liquor cabinet that I stocked out of my own money. That's about 6'4" off the ground. It's on top of the fridge, so about 6'4", 6'2" off the ground.
Jackson, by the way, is 6'6".
Cocktails, they're very good, all things considered.
So Jameson, who is probably going to be as big as Jackson, by the way.
Oh, good Lord.
He is got into the liquor cabinet, and he's been making you cocktails, correct?
What's up?
He's been making you cocktails?
He has been making cocktails. He made me fried chicken last night.
Yeah.
If after work got him McDonald's.
Okay, so he made fried chicken in exchange for McDonald's?
Well, he made fried chicken and said, hey, and then he texted me in the middle of the rush, hey, can you get me like a quarter pounder with cheese and, any size Dr. Pepper, because like that's the negotiation tactics of a 12-year-old. But with that said, he, in the middle of the rush says, hey, I made you fried chicken. Can you get me McDonald's? I'm like, it's going to depend on how well tip out is that night. And that night, my tip out was $46. So I said, hey, buddy, I can't get you McDonald's, but I can get you Takis from the gas station. And he says, okay. So I got him Takis. I eat the fried chicken, and I go to sleep.
Okay. What
the
about
fried chicken was?
He looks like he's a pretty good cook for a 12-year-old. I got to be honest. I mean, even the pasta wasn't terrible.
He's a cook for a 12-year-old.
But he made you cocktails. That was the purpose of the call. See, I don't like that. I don't like that at 12 he's making cocktails.
He's 12. It's a little different.
It scares me a little bit.
Yeah.
Only because I go, at some point, you're going to want to try what you're making, don't you think?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's a Moran. Of course he's going to want to try what he's making.
But let's be honest, most kids are going to go down that path anyways.
So the cocktails that he's making you, good or bad?
Good, actually. I just tried the peppermint, whatever the hell it is, in the fridge. It's very good. It's minty. He calls it mistletoe, apparently.
Where's he getting the recipes for these cocktails?
I'm assuming Google or in his head somewhere.
If it's in his head somewhere, then there's a concern. Google's a good avenue.
Irish lineage is very good because
Billy's son.
yes, he is. Yes. Out of the three, he looks most like his mother and has the personality of me. I think.
At least he got the looks.
Many have said. Jackson.
Yeah.
I appreciate the update. I don't find it that funny. I find it a little scary.
Scary because he's 12.
All right.
Right.
Goodbye.
All right. Love you.
Love you too. There he goes. Now you said that your boyfriend's son does this, but he's
but
older.
Will's 19.
Oh, that's a
whole different ballgame.
I
I wasn't realizing that your son was
12.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah, 12.
That's a huge difference.
And I don't know why that. I don't know what the.
I can barely get my kids to get me a beer out of the fridge.
My father used to always go, "Hey Willie, your old man can't fly on one wing." That meant he needed another beer.
Oh, good Lord.
that was always the good thing. So people wanted to know a little more about like Angie and Kevin. We've revealed that Angie is separated. She's got her boyfriend Kevin. She has
divorce. Let's be clear.
Oh, divorce.
Divorce.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. It's all right.
Not this Kevin.
No.
No, yeah,
Different.
there's another
Yes,
Kevin.
Another Kevin.
Yep.
And how many kids? 3?
I have 2 boys.
2 boys.
Kevin has 3 boys.
3 boys. Wow, the Brady bunch. You got all the boys.
They're all different though. They go their own separate ways. Except our 2 youngest. They are in the same grade, same school, and actually have the same English class.
Wow.
Together. Yeah.
They go over. That's kind of fun. They get along well.
Yeah. I don't think that they make any big production of